I'm in this town called Boston, different from Boston, Massachusetts. But apparently, this is where it all started. Just a little cool fact for you.
Okay, bring it on. This is where it all started.
Yeah, this is where it all started. Like, I think I went to this place called the Boston Stump. It's like a church, and basically, there's like a wall of history where the founding fathers of Boston, Massachusetts, came from this town and
Oh,
moved over to Massachusetts and established Boston, Massachusetts.
uh-huh.
The funny thing is though, this place remained a small town, while I think the other
Boston
Boston's
is
massive now,
it's a big city. Yeah.
massive city.
That's pretty cool, man. So you're saying the founders of Boston, Massachusetts came from this town, Boston,
That's it.
Boston
Lincolnshire.
what? Boston, Lincolnshire.
Link. Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, sounds pretty good. That's pretty good. So how long have you been living there?
I've been living here for 2 years. 2 years now.
Okay,
Long, long
okay.
time.
Awesome, man. So you're originally from the Philippines, right?
Originally from the Philippines. Yep. Born and
Awesome.
raised.
Dude, I'd love to know the Philippines, man. Like I've seen a lot. I've actually I've worked with lots of people from the Philippines, because of the English teaching business.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've known people, and I've worked for Chinese companies and all, right? But I've never been there. But I'd love to go. I hear they have nice beaches and all, and life's pretty good down there, right? Or no? Yeah.
Best in the world. Best beaches in the world. All right, you go.
Awesome, man. I love the beach. I love the beach. Do you like the beach?
I love the beach. Honestly,
Great.
the best. Like, I don't know. I've always had this connection to the ocean and
Uh-huh.
like the blue sea. It's really cool.
I feel you, man. Yeah, I've lived by the beach sometime too, like for 2 years, like south of the city. Right now, I live in the city. I'm from Lima, Peru.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. You know where that is?
Peru. I know where Peru is. I don't exactly
Uh-huh.
know where Lima is.
Okay. So Lima is the capital city. You say?
That's interesting though. Lima, Peru.
Yeah, yeah,
New
yeah.
place.
Uh-huh. It's a fun place to live because, well, it's the biggest city in the country, but it's still South America.
Respect. That's
you know
cool.
so yeah, that's cool. Okay, so let's get to the point. You are a musician, right?
I am a musician. Yep.
Tell me about it. How did you start in music?
I started music, like I don't know, it was just sort of like a spur of the moment thing, really. Like
Right.
that's how I remember it. Because I think I was in fourth grade when I was playing this game. My teacher told me
Uh-huh.
to pass a paper ball around, and whoever this paper ball lands on has to go in front of the class and dance or sing. Well, the paper ball landed on me, and
Uh-huh.
I sang up front, and that's
Uh-huh.
when I discovered, wait, I actually I can actually sing. I don't know if that sounds like egotistical at all, but like after that, I've just been developing it, and around 2017, I learned how to play the guitar, and from there, I started writing my own music.
Okay,
And
okay.
yeah,
2017 you learned. Okay, so when did this happen? The thing you're saying on school that that the paper ball landed and when did this happen? How old were you?
I was about 10 or 11.
Okay, so this was in class, right?
It was in class.
Okay, so it was a matter of destiny. That was fate. They think landed you and what you got to go up front and sing
Yeah, or dance.
or
I
dance.
chose the latter, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't want to dance.
You see,
That's the funny thing, though, I think. But like, I just can't.
yeah, it's fun. That's actually it's really interesting. I'm actually asking myself, what is actually harder, singing or dancing?
Oh, it
You see,
depends.
that's a
It's
good question. Yeah,
yeah, it is a good question. It's like I think it matters which one you started first.
yeah,
Like for
totally.
sure.
Depending on what makes you feel more comfortable too. Like a lot of people are terrible singers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone's terrible, really. I just think people.
At
have a different way of
singing?
expressing
Well, yeah, but if
it.
you like can't sing in a key or like you're off beat and stuff, like in music, there's some rules, right? Like not everyone can do it, you know?
Not everyone. Well, I don't know.
Everyone
I
can
mean,
try. Everyone can try.
everyone can definitely try, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess like it is a matter to if like you sound good to the masses, and I get that point, but really I just have a belief that music is universal, and I
Yeah.
like to see people try anyway. It's
Yeah.
amazing, you
Yeah. Well, what I've seen is that a lot of people try, get started. The ones who don't stop and keep on doing it are the ones who get good and stuff like, but it takes for some
know.
people
That is
some
exactly
time, right? You know, the thing is not stopping. If you don't stop, you just get better, right?
that is exactly true. That is exactly true.
Okay, so then you had this moment, and you weren't. How clearly you remember this? Like, were you nervous? Were you like, you know?
Mm, I remember it very clearly. I don't know, like when I was in fourth grade, I was just particularly like confident sort of kid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like in the way where
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't really have any inhibitions if someone were to say, "Yo, come up front, embarrass yourself." I'd be like, "Okay, yeah, sure, I don't care." And then I thought if I sang, people would just laugh at me because I sort of enjoyed being the class clown, like
Right.
putting a smile on people's faces. And then I sang, and people were just looking at me like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." But they were like, "No, that was actually really good." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
I see that. I see that. So you came up front with this attitude, like you see, well, if they make fun of me, that's okay. So I'll try to make it funny. And they were actually like,
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
yeah, it was really like
Yeah.
it was jarring, but I guess it was a calling. Now that I think about it.
No, I mean that's the kind of moment actually makes you be real confident about it. So, right? So like makes you think, oh, I'm good at this. I could do it, right? But then okay, you said that you bought a guitar in 2017.
Um,
And
I didn't buy a guitar 2017. No, what
you
I did was I
uh-huh.
I took music seriously at 2017.
You took music lessons?
Um, Not lessons per se. It was just well, there were these group of kids back in the Philippines that I saw were putting out this music, and at first they started off like not so popular, and then suddenly they just skyrocketed to fame. Four of Spades were their name. They're really cool, and
What's the
since they
name?
were so close in age, Four of Spades,
Forest.
Four of Spades, like the card.
Ah, four of spades. I get it.
Yep,
Four
that's
of
it. Yep.
spades.
Um,
Okay. In the
yeah, since they were
Philippines.
so yeah, yeah, yeah. Since they were so close to my age, I just decided, you know what? I think I want to give music a shot. And ever
Mm-hmm.
since then, I've just been at it.
Hey, this is Four of Spades. Like I'm Googling it. Filipino rock band from Metro Manila consisting of vocalists. Okay, okay, okay. So this blew up in the Philippines. That's what you're
They
saying.
grew up
Yeah.
in the Philippines back in 2017. Yeah,
Oh, pretty interesting. Okay, so you
yeah,
heard about them, they were your age, and you say, okay, I can do this too.
yeah. That's exactly what I thought. Maybe
Perfect.
not like, oh, I can do this too. I just like it would be sick to be able to gig with them. Is what I thought when I was back there.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you're a better guitar player than them. So you said, hell, if they can do it, I'm better, right?
Absolutely not. No, they're amazing at what they do.
Or space. Okay, I gotta thank you for that information. Like, I'm really not that familiar with the music scene down there in the East. I know about K-pop a little, Blackpink is they're, and one of them went solo. All of them went solo, right? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. It's sort of interesting you say that because you go to these different countries and they all have vastly different music scenes, and it's
Right.
just an amazing sort of cultural thing. I'd say
It
like
is,
being
yeah.
in the UK now, the music scene here is wildly different from the music scene in the Philippines. but I can see some similarities because I feel like the Philippines also draws a lot of inspirations from like English countries, America, the UK. It's just like a mishmash. It's really cool coming from that background.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hear you. I hear you. I totally hear you. Okay, yeah, I got a lot of questions. I want to go, I want to talk about your background, your story in music, and I also want to talk about what you just said of the music scene. Like,
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
are you active right now in music and in the UK, right? In England? No.
Yeah, I'm in England.
Wow. So you've been playing, have you been seeing bands? What's it like? Like, I guess it's bigger than in the Philippines, much bigger.
Massive.
Massive, really.
It's
Uh-huh.
there's so much big fish around here. Like
Oof. Yeah.
you wouldn't really realize because like
Yeah.
I've played in probably the biggest local
Uh-huh.
venue that you can possibly play around in Boston. Because I sessioned for this artist who was also up and coming, and like you know, she just showed me the music
Okay.
scene in this. I mean, she didn't show me, but like she showed me the potential sort of thing. Like when I saw this crowd, when I played in front of these people, it was like, wow, you know, I've got a lot to see. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
man. Like, like, what's the biggest crowd you've played for?
I've played for as a solo act. I've played for about 100-ish people
Okay.
in this place called the Glidodrome. Like Jimi Hendrix played in this venue as well. It's a
Uh-huh.
big, cool. Shout out to the Glidodrome. I love the people there, and
Uh-huh. What's the
at
name? What's the name of the place? I'm sorry.
the Glidodrome,
The glider room?
Glidodrome.
Drome?
So yep, drome.
Glider drome like this?
That's it, yeah, but without the space.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry.
That's
Glider
all
drone.
right.
I get it. Okay, okay. Wow, man. No, I really appreciate you being here, man. I wouldn't get this information like this right from the source, you see. I'm really interested in the new music scenes because the world has changed so much. Like I come from I was born in 88. I'm 36. Okay,
Okay.
I've played, like the biggest crowd I've played is like 5,000 people. I've played for the radio here in my country, I've played in New York. I've played in California too. I've been around. I play lots of instruments. You see, I have my bass here, my guitar. I see you got your instruments back there. I want to go into that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're also a bass player, right? You play bass too.
I am, yeah. I play bass for a band for a
You do?
couple of.
Wow. That is
I
cool.
wasn't really the best bassist, though, I can't lie, because I played the bass like a guitar.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
big. Like you were saying, there's so many different like music scenes and styles. Like I'm Latin America. Like for instance, I grew up listening to rock and roll, but I live in Latin South America. So people here like listen to salsa, cumbia. And then when reggaeton came out, like the game changed totally because now Latin music is reggaeton and it's like kind of like the most popular music in the world right now, like and like rock and
Wow.
roll. I don't know, like you know reggaeton, Bad Bunny, Daddy Yankee, those kind of people. No,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
you do.
Big names
Big names, right? I mean, how old are you, by the way?
there. I am 20, turning 21 in 2 months.
Wow, awesome, dude. What are you gonna do for your birthday?
What am I gonna do? Ideally, I would like to play music.
Yeah,
It
21.
would be
Maybe 21 is legal in the UK, right? No, or 18.
Yeah, yeah, 21. Now I can, I don't know, like
Buy
order
a
my
beer.
drink or something.
Now you can buy your own beer.
That is exactly it, yeah. And
Yeah,
cigarettes, but I don't do that sort of
cigarettes.
thing.
I hate cigarettes. I don't do that.
Me
I
too.
used to smoke a lot when I was your age, actually. I used to smoke a lot, but in my country, people used to smoke a lot. Like you see it a lot. You saw it a lot.
Mm,
Now you don't
yeah,
see it as
no,
much.
UK.
Are you like you have a lot of musician friends that smoke and that smoke?
Loads, loads.
No,
I feel like
loads. Oh,
I feel like 50% of them smoke.
yeah. That's what a waste of time, dude. Right?
Yeah, it's a waste of life, isn't it?
Man, I've been with some friends in a bar in California, like inside, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta go out for a cigarette." And it's freezing, man, freezing, and you
Yeah,
gotta go out and be like, and it's like, man, what are you doing, man?
yeah,
Right?
it's insane. Like, honestly, to everyone who watches this, stop smoking. That
That
is
what
your
it is.
advertisement.
That what it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take it from the source. Okay, so okay, tell me, like, how's it like? Like, how many bands do you have right now?
How many bands do I have right now? Wow.
Couple?
Because I used to be in a couple. Yeah, I used to session for this one person, and then
Uh-huh.
I used to play for this band called Newsome as a bass player.
Uh-huh.
And at the moment, I'm in I'm making a project with a couple of friends,
Mm-hmm.
and this is really exciting. Like I can't wait to come out with music with these people. I don't know, like getting together with them. It has been just such a surge of inspiration, and it's just been amazing.
Amen about that. Like, when you got that moment, like you find people start making music and it's so exciting and so great. And then after that, and then you start thinking about like making it big and stuff and like worrying about that, and you lose the initial like charm of just
That is
making music. Yeah, you got to focus on keeping that, like, you know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? Sometimes people get discouraged because they don't make it big and then they stop enjoying it, but
Mm,
it's not about making it big. It's like just having a band is like
yeah,
not many
absolutely.
people get that experience in their lives,
Absolutely.
right?
It's about doing what you love. That's totally what I believe in. I used to believe like I want to make music to make it big because obviously I think if I were to work in one industry, it'd have to
Yeah.
be in an industry I love. But the thing is, the more I'm growing up and like the more I've been in this music scene, I think it matters most when you sort of like do it for yourself and for the people that will probably listen to you, building up a loyal fan base. And that's something I learned in in college because I'm in music college,
Oh,
you know.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
Well, like, yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, so yeah, I mean, and also you actually get to meet a lot of people in the music scene and make friends and all, and it actually,
hmm
enriches you as a person, right? That even if you don't make it big, like really, I've seen so many musicians like lose track because they're just focusing on making it big, and they forget all they already have, right? Which is also valuable, just you know,
exactly.
you know.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it should be a blend of both, really.
I mean, there's nothing wrong about making it big.
Absolutely.
Nothing wrong. But the problem is when you obsess about that and then you kind of like even you scare it away. Like if you're like
Oh
too
yeah,
obsessive about it and then you seem like, you know, you, you don't even need to worry about it and it's gonna come, it's just gonna come, right?
yeah. Funny thing is, I'm actually really guilty about that, and that led to one of my, I guess, I guess my fears, because I've been
Uh-huh.
wanting to write music for the longest time again. And the last time I've written a piece of music was a year ago, and I haven't written music for a year because I just felt like whatever I write, it's not going to be good enough to break through in this industry.
Wow.
And that was just such a fear to me for some
Yeah.
reason. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be because you gotta love like the process and everything. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be pleasurable. So I'm sort of just like learning right now at this present moment to break through that fear and sort of just write and make it something I love and maybe people will love it too if I love it.
Yeah. And especially if you really love it, like you never compromise what you love for trying to make other people like you because it's gonna be fake. People always gonna like it when you like it. So about that, that's a really interesting point because like I've been there too, like in a place where you write stuff that you just don't like,
Mm,
and then you just throw it out. If you have to throw it out, that's okay. But still, you need, like Paul McCartney said, if you for writing a good song, you need to write 100 bad songs first,
that
right?
is exactly it.
and
Yes.
then right? So it still is a good process. But then, for instance, I just put out my new album. I recorded it myself. It's an
Oh yeah.
instrumental cumbia. Yeah, I'm gonna share it later. But it's an instrumental cumbia album. I recorded the guitars, the bass, and all. But it's like all the songs were actually written throughout my career in different genres, different style of music, and then I picked throughout 20 years of making music, I picked like the 12 best songs that I've written or someone from my band has written or some that songs, and I recorded it again, make it into cumbia. And now, like after 20 years of making music, I can finally say I'm proud of a record that I've made.
Honestly, that is the goal right there. That
Thank
is
you, man.
absolutely the goal right
Yeah.
there.
And I spend a lot of time worrying about not making it big. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
And when I
that's the
stop
thing.
worrying about that, it's like I make the best music I ever made.
That is exactly it. Yeah, you see, that's actually my point. You have to love what you do. You have to love what you make before others love it too. Because if you love what you do, then you keep doing it, and in quantity comes quality. That's what I think with music, if that makes sense. Because like
Uh, yeah.
you make a lot more, the next one you're about to make is bound to be better.
Yeah. And you
And
have
that's
more to
it.
choose from too. Like,
That is exactly it.
let's say you get inspired and you like like on fire, on a roll, right? Writing a lot of
Mhm.
stuff, you cannot stop. And then you say, okay, I've wrote 10 songs. Like put them out. Don't listen to them, don't think about them. And then a month later, listen to the 10. You're gonna instantly know which one is the best of those 10.
Absolutely.
No, this
That's the
one's the
thing.
best. And then this one's my single. But like right when you're writing it, you don't really know, right? You
That
need
is
to like
exactly
wait
it.
and then you listen and you say, oh, this is the best one, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly it. And I think you'll know when it's your best one when you feel like, oh, I love this. Oh, I like
Yeah.
this.
But it
That's
also
it.
takes time. It also takes time because sometimes some stuff you love, then after a month you don't like it that much. But then you'll see after time which ones are the ones who are really the best ones, right?
Yeah, yeah. Which is why I
Yeah.
think like, yeah, you keep your drafts in it. I think that's something that's really important
Yeah.
because I know a lot of people just throw away whatever they think isn't good. I think
Uh-huh.
sure you can discard them, but don't throw it away. Don't delete it. I'm guilty of that. That's the thing. Like I think you should always
Hmm.
keep a record of what you write, whether that be lyrics, a recording, whether that just be a riff in your mind. Record it, save it for like the future because it'll really help.
I'm with you. Try to keep as much as you can. Like, there's no
Exactly.
point in deleting it, right? Like, why delete it? Like, maybe if you're like super embarrassed of it or try to save up some space or what, but just keep it there, right?
Yeah, because you can see the progression, and that's also a really important thing.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
never know what can come out of it
absolutely,
later, right?
absolutely.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
want to finish with your background. You were saying that you found the guitar. How did you get to a guitar? You didn't buy a guitar, you say? You got a guitar
yeah. I
at
was
first?
yeah. My father passed down the guitar to me and my brother,
Okay.
and originally it was my brother who really loved the guitar, and then I don't know, like one day I just picked it up. I learned a couple chords. My dad taught me some, and I was just like, I want to learn more. And I just
Uh,
kept at it.
do you
And
do, do you remember the first song you learned?
I do remember the first song I learned. It was an Ed Sheeran song.
It was a what?
It was an Ed Sheeran song.
Ed Sheeran song. Wow. No, no way. Which one was it?
It was Photograph.
Photograph. Okay, okay.
Yeah, the funny bit is actually now that I realized, now that I'm saying this, like I learned an Ed Sheeran song and I'm right here in the country where Ed Sheeran is. It's just crazy to think
Right. It's
about.
amazing. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the foreshadowing is insane.
It's so cool when you go to a country like that, coming from a small country, and then you realize, well, you first it's big, but then you realize just people like it's so close. It's not, like I don't know.
Yeah, that is exactly it. That is exactly it. Just
Yeah.
I don't know, being in the Philippines, you sort of get accustomed to like I don't know if this is gonna be a bad thing to say, but like it's like
Mm,
you always think that it's a small thing, sort of like
yeah,
when you're an artist in the Philippines, usually you don't get noticed by, say, a big country like America or the UK. And being
yeah.
in a place like the UK, like your horizons are so broadened, and it's actually just crazy, I guess. Like,
Man,
yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. I can totally relate because I was like in May this year, I was in New York and I went
yeah,
with the same objective. I want to see how the music business works. I bought a guitar and a bass. I set up my studio. All of this I bought in New York and then I brought here. Like I live in Lima because it's way cheaper. That's why I kind of understand. Like I come from a small country too. Like I know we're never going to be exposed, but at the same time, if you got connections in your country, you can blow up
mm,
in your country, like the group you said, right? Like
absolutely,
I'm not
absolutely.
sure if they would have blown up if they would have been in the UK because there's much more competition and all. Like to be
True.
connected in the UK is much harder because the people on the top are like way, I don't know, I guess, right?
Yeah, yeah, because I can't really speak so much because I don't think I've ever penetrated the music industry just yet. But I will say,
Uh-huh.
it
Best
is
luck.
very heavily skewed into people um, that are more connected, I guess.
Yeah. You see,
Yeah.
okay, so I see this. I see like there's like the mainstream, like the big that we used to like this is from my time before the internet, it was just TV. So any artist who was put on TV was going to be instantly famous if they play it enough, right? So then
Yes.
what happens was that the people who got the money and interested bought those spaces and bought it for artists that they were working with what they needed. So some artists
Mm.
were pushed by political ideology and stuff, but there was also an underground music scene where you would see the real bands and the real bands that people would actually listen that were not watching TV. I don't care about that, right? They're the real good bands on the underground scene, right? So it's the same right
Underground.
now, like, but now there's the internet, everyone has its own platform, but there's the same thing. That's the underground bands, musicians that are the real good musicians and the people. But the thing for me is that more people are following that now. There's more of a culture of looking for music and not just listening to the mainstream because there's not such mainstream right now. But there is, but there's not, because there's also internet.
Mm. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, actually, it's really interesting you say that because I am part of that underground music scene. But I'm seeing two sides of the coin at the moment. Like, I am, I used to be in a band, and it was sort of a punk band, a post-punk band, and being in that band and seeing and meeting all these other people, all these other bands, thinking like, these people are so good. Like, what are they doing here? And it's just
Exactly,
hearing
exactly. The best ones are not at the top.
absolutely the real people. But
It's hard.
at the same time, I think like the top. Wow,
Yeah,
it's
it's a relative concept. Yeah, it's kind of like even it's kind of disingenuous because a lot of people can use that into tricking you like I'm gonna make you famous and I'm gonna and people do whatever like the Diddy thing that just happened. That's exactly what he did. Just leverage on the dreams of people and he knows they're gonna do anything to be famous, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. And that's all he
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah, and that's a scary thing you should avoid actually. If
Yeah,
say
say
every
no to Diddy.
yeah, Senor Diddy. No, but if everything about Diddy is true, that's you gotta watch out, especially as a musician. Like honestly,
I think there's a lot that's true, but I think there's more to it. It's about timing. Like, why didn't this come up before? But why now? Like, everybody knew about the Diddy parties. It's just that
yeah.
they needed to come out because of some reason, and he's gonna take the fall. But he's not because there's a lot. He's like saying if he falls, he's gonna bring a lot of people with him, and this a lot of people are like executives from record labels, and they don't want that to happen. So I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's I
Mhm.
don't know. It's just such a scary thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
man,
don't
it's a
know.
big thing right now, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's oh my. I actually can't fathom like being in that sort of business. Like it's crazy. It really is crazy to think about because you hear all of these conspiracy theories, and if it all
Yeah.
turns out to be true about Diddy, it's like, so what else are they hiding? You know?
Exactly. Nah, I mean, right
Really?
now it's pretty much all in the open. The thing is that, historically people's known that music's got power. Like music can change your feelings, music can change your persona, like the style of
Oh
music you
yeah.
choose, you know. So that's been known. So then they use it to control the people. So then powerful people get a hold of it. So then that
Oh yeah.
weird stuff happens. You know, people want to be famous. It's all
Oh
about
yeah.
brainwashing, entertainment. It's all about brainwashing, influencing on the people. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean,
But there's a
I
lot of love to it too because people love the art, and you see people that really like. I love making music, dude, and I've met a lot of people. We can do like a world community, but it's just us, the musicians, not the like the record label owners and not the mainstream, just the real people who do music because they love it, you know?
amen, amen.
Right?
That's what I wanted to say. Like it is. I think a part of that is true. Like you can really influence people through music, especially if people start to get to know you more and start to follow you. Like say Taylor Swift, for example. It's the thing is, I think if you put out good music with a good message, that would be, and it just reached a lot of people. That is probably like the best thing you can probably ask for.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. But then there's no control of how you can achieve that. Like you just need to put the music out there and just hope for the best. Like if you
Hmm.
obsess, like I need everyone to listen to this, I need to be in this or in this. I mean, there's companies that do that and they can be successful, you know, but you need to spend a lot of time and money and even that people can not like you. Maybe there's a lot of artists been promoted and all people just don't like them. That's it.
Yeah,
Right?
100%.
But if people like you, like in my case, like I look for musicians and then I get like credit from musicians because like other musicians know what you're doing. So they know that you're good at guitar, maybe. So they, oh,
Mm,
that's good. I get called from bands. Maybe I don't have fans, but like other people who do music, you can relate to them and then you grow a community. There's always a positive side to it, right?
mm, absolutely. There is, yeah, there's an amazingly positive side to everything, I think.
Yeah, there's an
So,
amazing vibe. Yeah.
yeah,
You tell me,
absolutely.
okay, so you do you consider more of a live performer or a studio musician?
Hmm. At the moment, I am a live performer because I don't really have much music out, and I'm really
That's
um
interesting, but that's an
kind of my
opportunity. I'm sorry, come again?
like this is my studio. You're looking at it right now. So I would like to be a studio musician because I just want to be in a studio every single day of my life and just sort of make music there, just be in that environment. But you know what, live performance, I think also it's just such an amazing thing being able to perform for people because I feel like that's sort of the thing about music, isn't it? Like for me, the purpose really is when you make your original songs and you perform it live. That's sort of the reward you get. So like you make 3 minutes of music and you do it for that 1 hour on stage, if that makes sense. You know, you do it all for that 1 hour on stage, and that's the greatest reward I can ever ask for.
Yeah, yeah, makes a lot of sense because that is the moment where you're actually. That's why it's like a
Exactly.
whole ceremony. There's a lot of I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm too loud. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're completely
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Okay. I'm saying that that's the mystique about the rock show or the concert is the moment where like you're connecting with the people and I've actually, you know, you can get people to cry or like be like so excited about when I've been to a Paul McCartney show and I was like, you know, and I don't know, like you know what it is, you know, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
actually this magic moment of connection with you and your artist, and you hug your friends and you're with your girlfriend like listening to this great song and it's
yeah.
just a great moment, man.
Absolutely. It's just interesting to think about as well. Like when you as an artist are playing for a live audience, you sort of like actually, you know, when you're playing it live, it's just
Yeah,
I don't know, like the connection between you, the instrument, is reaching thousands, hundreds of people. It's just an interesting
exactly.
thought. It's lovely. I love being a
Exactly,
musician.
man. You know what? You just made me think about this. Might sound kind of weird, but this like the principle of sound, right? Like
Oh yeah.
even when you speak and all, every sound that is made, it actually never stops sounding. Does that make sense?
Reverberating, yeah.
Yeah, it actually never stops. So it means it's influencing like, and it comes back, and like the world is like a speaker, like boom, and then it's
Absolutely,
coming
yeah.
back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of funny
There's a lot of thought to
that
that,
that
yeah.
it is. And then imagine music, which is like sounds organized and this piece. That's why it's so powerful, really. Like you hear a song, you want to hear it again.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I love it, man. Okay, so you're saying you haven't recorded your stuff yet, but you're starting to, right? I see you got your mic, you're starting to get ready to. You got your
Yeah, yeah,
interface and all, right?
yeah. Actually, I have put out some music already. They're not really the best produced, but they are out there. And really, the
What?
thing is, sorry.
You want me to play some of your music?
Oh, sure. If you would like to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Share it, share it. Where can I find it?
It is on every platform. I've got a song called Deborah, which I'm really proud of.
Uh-huh.
We can
How do
play
I
that.
find you on, are you on YouTube?
Yep.
How do I find you on YouTube?
You just search up Joaquin G dot and Deborah.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
I'm also on Spotify if that helps.
Yes, yes, yes. I got YouTube right now. Joaquin G, right?
Yep. Just my
Deborah?
name on Zoom. Yep.
Okay, okay. I don't know if I Deborah Debrah.
No, it's actually yeah, with
Yeah,
an El Diablo Blanca at the end.
with a what?
El Diablo Blanca.
El Diabla Blanca? What do you mean?
Yeah. Deborah.
Ah, Deborah.
That's it. That.
Is it?
Oh,
Oh, El Diabla Blanca. Oh, in the Philippines they speak Spanish too, right? They got some Spanish words, right?
yeah, we've got lots of Spanish influence actually. We say
Yes.
La Mesa. What La Mesa is.
La mesa, the table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
We also say
know.
Celia.
Cecilia? Ah, la
Celia, I
silla,
think.
silla, silla.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
The look in your eyes, they tell me
Man,
Thank you.
that's
Thank you.
that's a killer, man. That's a killer. I don't care about this.
No, I'm glad you think so.
That's a killer. That's a club track. That's a club track.
um,
I
yeah,
can hear
actually,
that.
that's kind of what I wanted to portray, but at the same time, like, I took a lot of influence from like Tears for Fears, Joy Division, and that sort of thing.
Right. Yeah. I heard Joy Division. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, I can, yeah.
Okay. I'm getting a little from feedback from myself.
Oh, yes. Okay. Sorry
That's
about that. Wait, is that better?
that's better. Yes. Excellent. Thank you,
Okay.
man. Man, that was
Cool.
killer, dude. I'm impressed, man. Yeah.
No, I'm glad. Thank you so much.
I can hear that on the club, man.
I
You
can only
also took
hope.
influence. You say for Tears for Fears and Joy Division, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty big names.
Yeah,
Yeah.
truly, yeah.
Okay.
I think like that, I wrote that when I was 16 actually.
You wrote that when you were 16.
When I was 16, yeah. That
Impressive,
whole
man.
song.
So is that for your girlfriend?
No, 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 no. It is
Yeah.
about someone that's gonna destroy your life.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
I'm gonna listen to it more in detail then. I wanna show you my stuff too, okay? It's this
yeah,
from
yeah,
my
absolutely.
latest album.
Please do. I actually
Yeah,
wanted to say like I wanted to see it.
yeah. I just I wanna follow you. I don't know where I put it, man. I've got like a lot of windows open. Okay. Just let me find it real quick. This is Deborah, right?
Yep.
Well, okay. Wow, man. And you got your live show too. I'm gonna watch that in a minute. The song sounds pretty good. You record that in your house, in your home.
I did every single thing.
Wow, you play the keyboards too. Or
A
not programming.
decent amount. Like I know the theory behind it, but I can't exactly like go crazy with it. I
Right,
wish I
I
could.
get you. So you know enough to record and to program, right?
Yeah, to record and to like I guess make like get my idea out.
Nah, this is a professional sound, man, for sure. I really congrats to you, my friend. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I just followed you. I'm gonna show you this. This is I'm gonna put it on the screen here first, but I need to the thing is I'm working with the two screens. I gotta put this one on the other one. You see, you know, right?
Yeah,
And I
that's
gotta
yeah.
put
It's really cool actually like your setup.
yeah, yeah. It's yeah, you know, it's not a huge setup, but it's like, you know, I like it to kind of like homemade kind of thing, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Much better than mine.
Well, you're just starting off. I got like 20 years more than you. I'm an old guy now. Yeah, this
No,
is
but
my this is my channel. It's Lance Blunt. I'm gonna share. I do
that's fun.
mostly yeah, Lance Blunt. I do mostly instrumentals on my
Oh yeah.
playlist. Yeah, and that's, you know, you can see some other episodes of my podcast. I also do group conversations. So if you're interested, I have like a panel, a group of musicians, we can all interact. And I also have this idea to bring lots of musicians, and then I can choose one that can jam for us. And then can
Oh yeah.
put a song and can jam, and we can say, "Oh, that's cool," and then can have the next one, and you know, like I'm gonna have like a group activities with musicians, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sort of like a oh like I don't know how you name that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
That's
it's like
really
it's part of the
cool. Yeah,
podcast. It's part of the podcast. You know, it's like activities for the podcast. Okay, so
yeah.
I'm sharing my screen now. I don't know if you can see this. This is my record called Full Psychedelia. I'm gonna play this track just a minute because it's a long track. I don't know if you can hear it.
Good, yeah. Good.
Yes, it's gonna play for a while.
Really cool.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave it there for a while because it's a long track and but I'm gonna share it. You know, you can check it out. I got lots. This is what I was saying, the
Definitely.
12 tracks that I've written in my career, and now I've made it into cumbia. They all have lyrics too, but I eliminated the vocals and I focused on the guitar because like later on, I saw that that was what I was best at. I said the guitar really. I'm not such a great singer. I can sing. I've done some singing too, but it's,
Oh yeah.
people want to hear me play the guitar really. You know,
I see. No, honestly, that was really, really cool. I've actually got my mom here on the side, and she was like, "Oh, that was really cool."
really. Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
It's so cool that she's supporting you, man. That's
absolutely.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it all starts from them, because he's got confidence that he's doing the right thing, Like sometimes when parents don't support you,
Mm,
you gotta know what you're up for.
absolutely, absolutely.
Right?
I think like having your parents in like supporting your music is probably one of the best things you can ever ask for because they're
Yeah.
they're really your first supporters, aren't they?
Yeah, man. I mean, my mom supports me too. I live with my mom too, and like really, when I play the piano, my mom gets really excited and she loves it. Like I don't,
Especially.
yeah. And I just play, and she's like, "Oh, I love it when you play the piano." And that makes me happy.
Absolutely. Just to have
Yeah,
someone like that in your life is really a blessing.
yeah. Hey, man, I'm gonna finish now. It's really been great having you in the podcast. Let's keep in touch. I'm gonna invite you to all the activities. If you want to join, more than welcome, okay?
Yeah, please do, please do. It would
Thank
be
you,
lovely.
Joaquin. Really nice having you, okay?
So much, Eddie.
I'm on a cut. I'll see you very soon, okay?
Yeah, we'll see you very soon. Thank
Thank you,
you so
man.
much. It's been
I,
a
I'll,
pleasure.
I'll share this with you too. I'll share this with you. Bye, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this. Really, this was great.
Thank you, man. I'll see you. Bye.
Bye.